tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your comforts together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling.
Hello. What's going on? What's going on to all of my tea sippers? My cravers and my tea leaf readers. What's your tea? My darlings, it's another glorious why. You know what time it is, honey. It's time to dish tea, and you are dishing Big Meats. What's happening? Come on in. Make yourself comfortable. All of the platforms are open and carrying on, darling. Okay. All the platforms are open, so wherever you're watching us, let's get this thing on and popping because we're going to have a fun time tonight. Going to get a little serious, but we're going to have some fun. Back into our dating conversations. Okay. Tonight, let's talk. Y'all know these are the cards, honey, by Mr. And tonight we're going from the After Dark edition. Yes, we are. Because it's Saturday. So, usually Friday night is date night. Okay. Saturday night is usually we're going out to the bar, carrying on. And Saturday night is usually when you go on hoe hopping. Okay. The dark edition over here. Okay. You are glitching again. Yeah. I don't have time to deal with it today. I don't know why. I did not call Comcast to find out what the hell is going on. And yeah, I am this time because now it says that my connection is unstable. If you don't watch or moving closer to it, I'm in the router, child. And if, as a matter of fact, the computer is saying that we 100%. Sam. Okay. Okay. All right. So today, we got a few cards that we're going to go through with the card game. Okay, should go into some shit and carrying on. And then in addition to that, honey, we're going to get into some real serious conversation because first time, honey, I've sat down here and I've watched the Medea family funeral. We watched it until today. And it was something that came out of it, child, just at the end of the movie. Really hit me. And so we're going to get into this. And I titled today's show, What Would You Do for a Klondike Bar? I'm going to say that one more again. What would you do for a Klondike bar? Okay. And we know we have a lot of people who would, we got people who think and believe that doing whatever they got to do to get over, they have ambitious goals or whatever, that there is no cap, no ceiling to doing what you got to do to get where you want to be, right? So that these folks are ambitious dreamers and things, and using their ambition to get out of the. Are they selling out? Are they really selling out and going against what society and carrying on? Because I look at the business world, I look at entertainment, I look at the. And when you're dealing with that, you say it's really, girl, wait a minute, come on up in here. Wait a minute. Where you at?
I'm right here. It's like every few words.
Every few.
Look, it just did it again.
Words.
Before you even got words out, it did it.
I don't know what
See.
know what to do. I don't know what to do at this point, and then we're losing our audience because folks are coming in, they're bumping out and carrying on. So I don't know. See what's happening, or are you, or you're live now, right?
I'm live, and I think I'm fine. It's you because I can still talk when you glitch. It was like that last night. Me and Red and Helena were able to keep conversation going even when you were glitching. So it is just coming from yours, but if all of us are in here, it might help it a little bit more. Is Red gonna come in?
I'm hoping so. I know we was supposed to go to the studio now. But
when I talked to him, he was at they were out to eat because we were just leaving the bowling alley when they were out to eat. That was a few hours ago.
Okay. All right. He may come in.
See.
Okay.
As somebody who's watching, anybody who may be watching on YouTube and Facebook, can we get a comment from both places so we can know if it's happening everywhere? If anybody's is anybody in here? The usual people not here?
No, not on the YouTube yet.
Okay. Anybody on Facebook?
Everybody's in yet, but that's okay. I'm gonna go to the YouTube on my phone.
Okay.
And let me see what's happening. Okay.
Well, y'all, while he's checking it out, let me tell y'all how I'm in pain.
And then we're gonna call this Grace, because see,
Exactly.
So
while he's checking that, me, my car club son,
I
and
understand.
went to we went bowling today. So while he's checking that, can you so if you me went to we went bowling today. So while he's checking that, ooh, that's way behind. I'm by no means left-handed. Everybody, but for some reason, everything on my left side is shaking. I have no idea why. I'm just trying to see if everything is happening. I'm by no means left-handed. I'm in. Ooh, that feedback is bad. Thank you. Oh, okay, so let me tell y'all what happened. We bowling, right? Somehow, McMillions hits a pin, and the pin flies back in the little gutter piece. But then the man and them went to go get it and gave her the bowling pin. Okay, to go Big Red. They gave her the bowling pin. And what we all realized is, even though we might go buy those little bowling games and everything, I never realized how big those pins actually look. And I didn't realize how fucking heavy they are. That thing is 3.5 pounds because we put it on the scale when we got here. Who knew? Only McMillions can go to the bowling alley and they give her goddamn a bowling pin. I have no idea. Big Red, what you got going on, sir? Me just checking out the technical difficulties. What you got going on?
I'm up in the studio.
Oh. Which one? Which studio?
And Tucker. BDL Films.
Oh. You did say we were supposed to come,
BLD
but you ain't never
Films,
say nothing after that.
But it kept getting pushed back, and I just got here.
Okay.
It was late.
Oh,
I
okay.
know y'all. It was too late for y'all.
Well, depending on what you doing, we might hop in the whip. Because we having technical difficulties and stuff.
You hear that right there?
I hear
Everybody. Who the hell is sampling the Gap Band, huh? Everybody,
Only your ass.
everybody.
So, how long you gonna be recording?
So really, I'm gonna be honest with you. I need to get over there and see exactly what his bitmaps are set at.
Because he said he did never get a chance to call Comcast today.
Cause if he get the business pack on the internet service, right,
Mm-hmm.
they'll raise that up.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he has that.
But see, instead of having cable channels, all he need to do is get the top. He should just go ahead and
Wi-Fi.
get the top
But he
Wi-Fi.
really be watching all that stuff, so I guess that's why he got it.
But I'm saying, but he got cable.
Yeah.
So just get the top Wi-Fi and get you some Roku shit.
That's what I got. Because I got a Google TV in the living room. I think it's a Facebook issue. YouTube is fine. But that's because you're not talking, though. We were never glitching, Meech. Only you were.
Only you was.
And because you're not on the thing saying nothing, you're not going to be able to tell. Listen, yesterday I could not find my goddamn Fire Stick to save my life. It had fell in my drawer. I was getting out of shirt today. I was like, bitch, I was looking for you last night. But yeah, that's what I do. I got the good internet, and I got all the streaming services. Most of them I pay for, actually, which is retarded, but I do. I do it because of the grandkids.
Hey, and they painting over here, right? In the studio. So they setting this wall right here. This is what I was talking about. I was telling him.
Mm-hmm.
This wall right here, dog, and he's setting it like we do green screen.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, like we got at the school, they got a green wall.
Right. Right here,
Cool.
dog, and he's setting it like we do green screen.
Like we got at the school, they got a green wall.
Right.
Oh, we got a major delay. Y'all hear that? Oh, Meet you listening. Meet you listening.
Say something.
Did you see yourself freeze?
No, I haven't said anything.
No, I said, did you just see yourself freeze?
And oh, wait a minute. Let me. Y'all hear the delay because I got my. I'm trying to listen to y'all on YouTube.
Yeah, I was asking,
thing.
did you see yourself freeze? As we were talking, you was freezing.
Go ahead. Huh?
As we were talking, you were freezing. I was asking you, could you see yourself freeze? We can see you freeze.
And I'm good. Y'all will freeze and glitch on my end. Y'all the ones glitch on mine.
Oh, I don't know what the hell going on there. Because us two was having a whole conversation.
YouTube. Yeah, I'm watching it on YouTube. That's what I come and said. The YouTube is fine. There's nothing wrong.
Okay. Then yeah, it must be a Facebook.
Even now, when we were having feedback, I was watching on here so that I could hear everything.
Yeah, we knew what the feedback was from. We just keep seeing you freeze up. Even when you're not talking, we can see you freeze. Like right now, your hand right there.
Okay. So I don't know. We got to find out what it is. And I'm hearing this bitmap and carrying on them.
Hey, bro, all I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you. Stop bullshitting. Get rid of that fucking cable. Raise your internet pack up and get you some Roku sticks. The end.
Get rid of what?
The cable.
You got cable and internet.
Yeah.
Raise your fucking internet to the top motherfucking one.
The business internet.
And get rid of the fucking channels and get you the Roku sticks and have the same damn channels. Or more.
Okay, well, there's certain channels I need because my programs.
They got it, bro. Why y'all everybody so scared? The same shit is on that Roku stick.
Everything is on my Fire Stick. I watch shit from all around the world.
See, y'all, the cable got people fucked up, bro. That shit is on the Roku stick and the Fire Stick.
I'll program it for you. Get you every channel you want.
Okay.
Hell, I know a motherfucker that'll break that bitch for you. You get all the channels.
Okay, but then
Look, I didn't say break it. I said I'll program it for you.
Right.
Okay.
I did mine, and everybody else.
Get into this damn show because I'm sick. I'm tired of having all this goddamn internet.
Well, goddamn it, take your condom out the package, put it
just
on,
30
and
bucks.
get into the show.
Okay. So the questions of the day are, I titled today's show, "What would you do for a Klondike bar?" Okay. So
It
watching.
depends on how much money she got.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. 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 I'm not. Nope. Mm-mm.
Okay. So I wrote it up like this: willing to do any and everything to get what they want. Is it a fair assessment that they are being ambitious or short? What price is too high? And is that a subjective choice against societal rules? And then I also want to know, we're going to talk about respect. What is respect and disrespect?
Okay,
What are the rules?
respect is mutual fellatio, and disrespect is motherfucking goddamn I'm 68 and I owe you one.
Okay.
And my mic wasn't muted. I just wanted you to know. Whoop your ass, okay?
Yeah.
We just started.
Well, let's get into it. Okay.
Okay.
He asked the question.
You sure as hell always
Talking
got
about
an answer.
when we're talking about looking into the following your dreams, and this is across the board, not just successful, but in personal life and this, that, and other. We all been told you can have what you can have, anything you want, as long as you put your mind to it. And a lot of us have been taught to believe, that there's certain things you have to do. You're like, oh, that's just the whole world. You got to do this.
Okay. So what you speaking on is like the city girls. We know they're not talented at all, and we know they sucked a lot of dick to get their goddamn game, man. Okay. That was speaking. Okay. Right. I get it. Now I understand. At first I didn't understand.
Tell the world what your fascination with fellatio had.
I just know that head make the world go round.
Head makes the world go round. And I guess good head is just explosive, huh?
No, head sends you to the stratosphere. The stratosphere.
Okay. So now, let's look at people who is it if they're willing to go through the lengths of care. Now, is it safe to say, or is it fair to say, or is it easy to say, or is that just a cop out because we folks are gonna do what the fuck it is they want to do? What say the world, honey? What say the world? Okay, we got everybody on Facebook. Watch it from YouTube. Good. Maybe we have less of these challenges. Okay, so come on in. Where y'all at? Red, you mute?
What's wrong?
Oh, I thought you heard my question, and I was that folks are just being ambitious, or is that a cop out line because that's just a safe way of saying they're gonna do what they want to do?
Hey, look, I know a lot of people have made some sacrifices that other people are not willing to do to get to the top. I know that there are some situations like when people doggone dropping their little kids off to R. Kelly, you know what I'm saying, in the beginning of his career. They did that to make doggone ends meet and make life a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? They was like, well, They were pissed off because they couldn't get a good job to make a living, so they sent their child over there to get pissed on. So it's it's like everybody makes some fucked up sacrifices, and I feel like either you can take the uphill battle and do everything the right way and gain what's given or what's earned, should I say, or you can try to take it by sacrificing your soul and your whole doggone. It's just like, come on, bro, your self-respect. You feel me? If you walk around life knowing you did something that you ain't had no fucking business doing to get to the top, that shit gonna be, you're not gonna have it long. It's gonna get taken away from you. It's gonna get taken away from you because anything that you did, because you got, remember what I said about when people do stuff and not to gain a self elevation for themselves, they hurt others doing it. Well, not only do they hurt the other people that they know of, they hurting directly. Indirectly, you hurting somebody else because you got people that look up to you. And doggone, you showing somebody that's trying to make it,
Okay.
that respected you, that's the way to go. And you really just doggone destroy their life by giving them a negative pathway to doggone success. You know what I'm saying? You might not want to be a mentor in life, but you're a mentor to somebody. Somebody respect how you move and somebody watch how you moving. Some people like how you moving. Either you got the haters or the likers.
Right. True that.
You know what I'm saying? And half the time the haters ain't doing nothing but motherfucking being mad because they didn't think of it first, and they just gonna follow your footsteps behind your back. They're gonna use your blueprint.
Okay.
They're gonna criticize your bullshit, and y'all gonna do the exact same thing you doing and rebrand it.
Okay, very interesting. Okay, so I've always thought that people who claim to be ambitious or that get labeled ambitious or whatever are used to being shysty, and we have allowed ourselves to accept a world where and deceit and all of those things are part of the norm of becoming successful. We have allowed to be shrewd. The shrewd business person is the thing to be. What shaky and shady dealings, and we have, and we always like to say this. This is a dog eat dog world, and the world is full of sharks. We always say, but is that really the norm, or are we just saying that because folks really believe that this is the route? So that there has always been something that, hey, but
what up, Buck?
I'm trying to understand exactly why this is, or what this is, or what the case is, and carrying on when it comes down to the world of business. And
the sacrificial lamb and elevation in anybody's situation, it can either be a physical counterpart or the doggone acceptance of something that didn't belong to you in the first place. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like if somebody steals if I'm with somebody and they steal something, right? The reason the doggone judicial system charges me with the same charge is because I had two chances, one to tell or one to stop the person from doing it. You feel me?
Okay.
So again, just like they sacrificing their souls actually stealing, you didn't do nothing but attach yourself to the negativity of their movement.
All right.
That's why I try to tell people, it's a lot of stuff that people do that they don't want to doggone, you know what I'm saying, own up to, or they feel like they not, like I'm doing this for me, fuck everybody else. That's not always true. If you're in a crowded room and you spill a cup of oil, if you're in a crowded room and you spill a cup of oil how many people gonna slip and fall? See, in your mind, you thought that cup of oil was your mistake and your mistake only, your movement and your movement only. But you just affected a room full of people that's gonna go in the same direction or following you in the way you're going.
Right. Exactly.
Someone gonna slide through like you
Right.
did, or someone gonna slip and fall. But at the end of the day, if you look at through God's eyes, that was your fault. You know how
Okay.
they say,
Okay.
you hear people always talking about from I'm doing stuff from A to
Okay.
Z, from beginning to end and all that. Well, your first initial movement that caused a domino effect in the karmatic world makes you the alpha of a negative zone. So
Okay.
you're the person that you're the igniter. You are the ignition and doggone what's to come, not just for yourself, but for others that were watching.
All right. Okay. Okay. And understanding that's a lot of that happens for those who are in their right minds. But what about let's deal with this? Because oftentimes, did I lose him? Just lost his signal. Oh shit! Nikki had to come out. She said she had to bump out, and then we just lost his signal. Okay. So he's back. Okay, here we go. All right. Um. Let's look at this from oftentimes when people who are looking to be ambitious and try to do it the right way, doing this and you're slow about it. You're not doing all that you can, and why is it that? And a lot of success or the speed of success on how well either they did something, blah. You always have that side comparison. And then when it comes down to mentoring and giving notes and so whatever, a lot of folks feel though because you didn't do it the way that they did it, that you're not doing it the right way, or that you're and things of that nature. And then it becomes a whole big to do. What is it that we have to look at with dealing with
Everything.
Is it that we have to look at differently or have to accept so that we know to be successful and accept that what your success is, your own success. Okay, you got to take care of that. Y'all know he's in the studio. Come on, cuz, what you say? Hey, cuz, man, that is so true. To keep my $1 billion hustle mind closed. I see so many of my ideas being branded. Listen. Do you share those ideas a lot, or what keeps you from acting on them? Because see, that's the other part. Ideas are carried on. You're trying to get out there. You're trying to get them, and then you have both sides of the fence. You have folks that tell they tell you this in church. You got to know who you can say stuff to, who you can't say stuff to. And then when you think you're not found that person, next thing out your back for a minute, then all of a sudden something done happened, but then 2 or 3 years later, you turn around and shit has been tweaked and modified, so it's not exactly your idea the way that you put it out there, but somebody that did your shit, So then because did I go through the proper hoops and the proper channels? We keep talking about your dollars because he didn't want to put on the dress. Okay. And he said, well, that's not funny to me. Putting on the dress is not funny. So because of that, a lot of folks thought he was stupid. That's crazy. That's this, that's that. Folks who got her contract. Oh, that ain't no money. Blah, 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 blah. And a lot of folks, they don't understand the mechanics behind it. You know what I'm saying? All they hear are dollar amounts, and not understanding that your is all intact. So when we having this discussion, the discussion is, what is self-respect? What is respect? Okay, if you say something that's disrespectful, and when you're telling somebody, I know my worth, what do those things mean to you? Huh? Is it that you navigate your way through life about it? How is it that we able to come into an understanding and an understanding of what that concept is? Are we realistic with our value? Are we do we even know what it is, or is that something that we fuck around with and just joke with because what your value is, honey? You need to learn your value, but hell, at one point in time, we used to say, honey, I'm priceless, honey. You can't put a value on me. Okay, I'm a Jew, honey. I'm one of those. Okay, because when my time comes for me to leave this side of the planet, okay, sometime in 2095, when it comes time for me to leave this side of the planet, honey, how are you going to replace any and everything that I've done? How? Because there is no another me. Okay, you can't. You may get facsimiles, you may get carbon copies, but you won't get me. So you can't put that on it. You won't, you know what I'm saying? How I put the two dots together and carry, you won't get that. So are we realistic when we're talking about what our self-value is? Is it fair? Is it fair? I was having this conversation when we talk about understanding your worth. When you're talking about going to consultants and carrying on, and folks who are coming into your space, and you're hiring them to do us, and they they talking about what their rates are. Not only are you paying for their resume to say who on their roster, you're also paying for their experience. Okay, and so now it becomes okay, that's cute, but that's what you did. What can you do now? Because everybody changes. Some folks get settled into shit, the same level that you did when you was with so and so. You know what I'm saying? So now let's look at that. I look at all of the divas from, all of the old school divas. When we talking Aretha, Patty, Shaka, they were in their heyday, they sold out arenas. Okay, they got the real big stadiums. They could do coliseums. They could do a Fox Theater. They could do dinner theater. They do intimate sets and carrying on. Because why? Not that they don't have the times have changed. They'll go work a casino spot, and carrying on. And now, just how the times are, the way the music industry is going, folks don't know their music as times change. Many folks may not want to hear them. You know what I'm saying? So that's just an entertainment. But let's look at sports legends. Nobody want to see them back out there on the field again. Now they would rather them either coach or be commentators. Your teams are this, that, another, blah, blah, blah. If they were to get back out there trying to do it the way that they did it, it's not going to be the same because they've gotten older. They're not regiment that they were to be athletic and to go through the drills and this, that, and the other. So it won't be the same. But it won't be the same. So in saying that, what is it that we have to learn, and how do we learn that? We learn that factor, again, going back to the question about being disrespectful. Okay, respectful means what does disrespect mean? Okay, because y'all know that's something that everybody feels oh, okay. What does that mean? When we say respect, what does that mean? Respect. What does that mean? Are those just ideals? Okay. Or am I just supposed to do people who believe that just because you are who you are, that people are supposed to just bow down to you and kiss your ass and just give you the royal copper? Are you one of those people? Or are you somebody who believes that, I come into place and as long as I hear you, you hear me, as long as you're not trying to overtalk me, as long as you see me as a human being, as long as you see me as somebody who is in the areas that I'm teaching in, if I'm not as knowledgeable as I could be, then you're not trying to talk down to me. You're not trying to you're respecting the fact that I'm coming in from a different perspective. I have a different outlook. You're understanding those things, that you're putting those into perspective and letting my merit speak for me. When I walk in the door, my confidence in everyone coming up in here to do this. Okay. And is that what this is? Or are we gotten, I'm just supposed to bow down and because of who you think you are, we have let the world put you on a pedestal. And everybody's supposed to treat you in a certain way. You're supposed to have some kind of hierarchy. You're not supposed to wait in a line. You're not supposed to or you walk into the club and everybody's supposed to know who you are, and you're supposed to automatically get VIP and this, that, and the other, and pop by. Is that what this is? Huh? Is that what this is? Because if that's the case, honey, respect is not demanded. Respect is always commanded. Okay. Commanded. It is always commanded. What's the difference? See, if I demand respect, I'm coming in, okay. I'm sitting up here and I'm getting an attitude and, do you know who I am? All that kind of shit. My presence is everything. Everything about my countenance, how I carry myself, how I deliver myself, how I maneuver hood to the queen, honey. Okay. In conversation. I'm engaging people. I'm making sure that if we're talking right here, I'm talking to you. I'm not still looking at you and trying to eyeball the audience as if I'm in your presence. Okay, because I believe that you are important to me at this particular time. Okay, that's the person who I'm trying to get to. Okay, in entertainment business, it is the fame, okay, that makes your career, honey. You can't do shit without your fans. Okay, and yes, there are moments because of their overzealousness and carrying on. They have an opportunity. They see you and may want to do this and do this, and it becomes the whole, oh my God, it's you kind of syndrome. Just as engaging with them as the one that's in the corner, way up in the bleacher section, and the last seat of the house, okay, because the lights are so bright, you can't see them, but they spent their money for their ticket just like you did. And important as the one who paid the $2,000 to sit right there in the pit. You understand? Respect is commanded. Okay, and I know Haji disagrees with me. He's like, "What the fuck is this command?" Your presence tells that. It's all about it's in your persona. It's even in your dress. You can't come nowhere when you don't respect yourself. You can't expect anybody to respect you if if you in the corner, have y'all ever seen hoes get paid more respect than the first lady of the church? Whether you know or not what her business is, honey, because her business ain't your business because you ain't paid her. What she does do, I'm clean, okay? I got myself together. I'm at peace with everything that I'm doing. Okay, I know everything about what you heard is what you heard. If you want to sit down and ask me a question or two, we'll sit down and talk. I'm not going to sit down. I'm not trying to be bigger than what I am. I'm only going to give you who I am. Okay, that's commanding respect. As, oh, you supposed to look at me and could tell. You supposed to look at me and know, like it's through osmosis or something that everybody's supposed to. You are really, really. Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk. Let's see this. Okay. Hi, what's up, DJ? GK, check it in. What's up? Darling. The understanding of what this is. So now let's go here because see, in this whole self-defining moment, being ambitious or selling out, honey, are those subjective? Because oftentimes we get on the whole, girl, you know you ain't supposed to be making no money like that. How could you can not to let nobody do that to your body? Bitch, did I ask you what my self-respect is? Did I ask? Okay, this is my temple, honey. I know what the hell I'm doing with my temple. Because you disapprove does not. I think a lot of time I hear that all the time with people in the porn industry or any kind of sex work or hell, how about female? I said it all the time. Oh, you a damn drag queen? The fuck kind of man is that? What the fuck make you want to put on a dress? Why you got to go through what's like the rest of them? I can't fuck with you no more. Bitch, I'm the same person. Just trying to make a coin. Okay, deal with drag queens, honey. Y'all, oh, I just can't. Why can't you deal with it? Okay. What is it that on the dress, honey? She was still the same. She was that same person. If y'all would, she was boosting the damn clothes and shit before she put on her dress. She was boosting and carrying on, honey. She was your good Judy, honey, when she was getting you them when she went up there and got the there that you wanted, honey, that you only paid her $80 for, and the bitches was $500. Because she gave you the okay, but she gave them to you for 80 and carrying on, huh? It was okay then. A couple of frocks and put on some hair, some lashes, and go out here and lip sync and pantomime, honey, to this song. Now all of a sudden, honey, she's no good. You squeeze you. Okay, what does that mean? So are those concepts? Are those okay? Is it subjective? I'm sitting up here listening. As I said, I come into this idea because I'm listening to and of Medea's big family funeral or whatever the hell the name of it. It's the funeral one, right? Mother sit down here and just dropped the bombshell on every motherfucking body. Okay. When she sat down there and said that I'm weak because I stayed with your father. Okay. But he was a whole all the guys and he kept doing it because that's who the fuck he was. But in order to make sure that he was going to take care of my kids, because I need to make sure that he took care of y'all. And I'm glad his motherfucking ass is dead. John ain't caught. She said, no, I'm glad his ass is dead because now I'm free to do me. about your motherfucking well-being no more. Y'all grown, you're taking care of yourself, you got your own houses. Okay. Then she went in and got her own little whole bag. Ha! That was the kick. She said, this is what y'all would affectionately call cure me for the night. Okay, now it's time for me to do me. You know, Klondike bar. Okay, what would you do? And y'all have seen some of the most ridiculous commercials about what people. Okay, but the question, I think the better question is, what is your Klondike bar? Sit down here and absolutely make a fool of yourself for in order to get your Klondike bar. Some things, child, I'm like, Lord, to keep a career together. You know, even my opening, the woohoo, that there, okay, you won't let me let it go. And if I don't do it, then I get emails all the time, honey. You do that, child. That's become the shtick, you know. So my Klondike, well, I'll come back. We're making sure that we're doing what we need to do to entertain you without losing my dignity. Because now, let me show you the difference. I don't have a problem with fagging out and doing that kind of crazy shit, because that's good. Now, I have turned down roles. I have gone to auditions where I felt like I was 2 cents waiting for change, child. I knew that the character was an openly gay man, but what you wanted was that stereotypical shows and carried on. And they wanted me to give that at the audition. That's not who I am. Giving you what the openly gay man, because I am openly gay man. But what you want is this clown. You want the joke. Not that the character was significant to this role or that the antics were significant to the exaggerated character, because this was your comedic role. You're trying to make comedy instead of creating a situation. Not me. Okay, where's the rest of the squad at? Red is at the studio. He was in for a minute, had a family emergency, and she had to tap out. So Red, it's time for him to go do his thing at the studio. So yeah. That so you know, there are just some things that I just will not do, okay, to make sure that I can, because I learned this from Della Reese, okay, a long time ago. As a matter of fact, if I could pull it up, honey, let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Okay, let me see if I can pull that up. Della Reese. And on the Vicki Lawrence show, when Vicki Lawrence had a talk show, yeah, she had a talk show cheering. And I don't think it's okay. I have to get into some deep study. She said that one of the things that she learned is that every day I get up in the morning, that when I go to brush my teeth, and I'm able to brush and look at myself in the mirror because I can't face myself. Okay. I thought when she said that, I have just been, you know, I have been running with that ever since. In the Vicki Lawrence show, what, in the late 80s, okay. Late 80s, early 90s, when the Lawrence show was on. This ain't the show, but yeah, 1994. Okay. So she was able uh go into those particular places and get it done. I can hold myself together. I can have my dignity and okay. I can hold my dignity and I can be real good. You so silly. You are so silly. You are so fucking silly, honey. Listen, you just want to come on up in here and just be heard. And don't you come up in here after the goddamn fool, boy. You hear me? Do you understand? Don't you come up in here acting no damn fool. Okay. I'm gonna send you the link because yeah, apparently you want to be heard today. Go ahead. There you go. Okay. But nonetheless, that there is what's going on in that particular sector. As long as you are able to understand who doesn't compromise your integrity, it doesn't compromise your dignity. You're able to look at yourself in the mirror, whether you make peace with it. And that's between you and your higher power, honey. Okay, that's between you and your higher power. So, I say this because when we talk about transparency, and carrying on, about want to divulge certain information and carrying on, but as long as everything should be everything, right? Right? Everything should be everything, right? Everything regrets any kind of anythings because you're good with you. Child up in here, honey.
Going? Where you going?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Oh, all right. You better be safe.
What's going on, player?
You know, I'm so mad at the fact that y'all did not add me yesterday, but I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. All right? Because y'all missed a whole big ass topic as far as the conversation that you had yesterday. Plus, I also have something to add on to that. Like, all right, how is it that we can sit here and talk about one person and their trans and them going to be with a transgender, right? Right. Okay. Put that up there on the chalkboard, right? Pin that. And then we also got Lil Nas X over here saying, hey, guess what? I'm tired of doing this shit, so now I'm going back over here and mess with these straight women. We go pin that on the board too, right? So let me get another one of them drinks, bro. So we still talking about the birds and the bees and the birds having be changing into bees and all of this stuff here, right? Let me get another one of them iced teas. Right? We still talking about them, right? Right? So, but I mean, why? Yeah. How much? $100. $100. Damn. Hold up. Okay. $1, right? $2. Now you texting me for earlier now. This one?
Okay.
Yeah,
Trying to get him a.
Oh no, I was sorry about that. I was buying me a drink. I had to buy me a drink. I was dehydrated, Joe. All right, bro. Thank you. I had to support the neighbors, man. Support your neighbors, especially the candy lady. Y'all make sure y'all do that, okay? Oh man.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So we talking about these birds and the bees, and bees and the birds, and the birds wanting to be bees, and the bees wanting to be birds, and what else? Hopefully, the bird not finding out that the bees still got their stinger and all of this good stuff here, right? Which I mean, some of them still do. Some of them still do. And that was the topic of the talk yesterday, as far as the sex change and all of that. Okay, so we did find out that they had a sex change. Well, who was we talking about again? What's his face? The one who had the
What?
sex change?
Who?
The one who had the sex change that we were talking about yesterday.
Okay, what about it?
Right. They had theirs done at what, 20 something?
The first one that was in Germany. Yeah, that was in the 20s. Uh-huh.
Yeah. But I mean,
Lord.
that's kind of scary to actually be dating somebody this day and age, and majority of them do not like to come out until after you've been dating them X amount of months and all of this about their sexuality. I think that's wrong. I really think that's wrong
Hmm.
towards those people who are willing to get to know you and stuff like that. And then it's wrong because you're not telling the ones who don't want to be over there playing in that playground. You see what I'm saying? Like it's real wrong.
Okay, so let me tie this together because
Just not
this here
conversation.
it ties into today's thing about okay. This ties into this beautifully because oftentimes, to get to your point of success. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Damn it. I didn't mean that. I'm playing with my. Oftentimes, if the Klondike bar is to be into what is considered to be a quote unquote hetero attraction or related person, I want to be with a man and blah blah blah, and I'm going trans women. Okay, and disclosure is a down the line. It will cause heavy repercussions. There's
It
a lot of girls,
definitely
well, a
causes
lot of girls.
problems with the wrong person. Like I mean,
Okay,
you keeping your gender from a person right off bat and not giving them the chance to be like, oh wait, you're transgender. I don't play like that. You know what I'm saying? Have a good night, whatever the case may be. But instead, there's people out here that'll sit there and play that whole game because they think the person is gonna up and be with them when they finally do tell them the truth and stuff like that. Man, look, I know a lot of people that's been almost lost their life playing behind some shit like that. And pardon my French, they shouldn't. It's wrong. Like it's completely wrong on both ends of the table because, like I just said, you could lose your life playing with somebody's heart like that, playing with their emotions, their feelings, their mind, all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot to play with. A lot.
here. Let's go here because see again, we have normalized that. See, we have normalized mean that okay, I'm gonna fake it till I make it and get what it is I want, regardless of who I hurt. The deception is uncovered. We have normalized the fact that oh, you shouldn't get mad and you shouldn't, you should. A lot of times, folks are saying that the consequence is not uh like the crime, the time don't fit the crime kind of thing. And when
Right. You did the time. So I mean, you did the crime. So now you
you're
got to
dealing
do
with
the
somebody
time.
have
Yeah.
with
I feel you.
societal
I feel you.
ills,
I did my
and
time. My time was done yesterday. I'm no longer on probation now. Roll that shit up, nigga.
Okay. I'm
I'm
not.
sorry. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
I am not. You know, when we're dealing with all of this, you know, again, we have consequences. We have normalized this particular kind of behavior on the fake it till you make it kind of thing. We have normalized ambitious. We have made that synonymous with being treacherous and deceitful to get it. Okay, we have made that synonymous. We have made we have given carte blanche to those who feel as though, oh, I'm man feel that a trans woman has deceived him. Okay, we have given him carte
See,
blanche to say, oh, I'm supposed to whoop his ass because I. But instead, here's the thing, and I do this with folks who are HIV positive or those who got herpes and carrying on in this. Do your homework. Because in this day and age, you have to ask questions that a lot of folks don't want to ask.
I'm asking for birth certificates right off the
Okay,
bat.
nowadays, have to ask, are you transgender? Are you
I'm asking
transgender
for
or
birth
are you
certificates.
positive?
I'm not asking are you transgender? I'm not asking if you're LGBT, ABCD, whatever. I wanna see your birth certificate. So from here on out, fuck an ID. I don't want to see that shit no more
Okay.
because I know you can get a change. I know you can get a name change. I know you can get a new social and all of that stuff there. Only thing you cannot change is your birth certificate. So that's what I'm gonna need to see.
Like this. After I have done my part in it and asked the questions, I've had to say, you sit down, you have that conversation. Are you positive? What's your status? Okay, and now we got to do that with your COVID. Okay. We got to do that. And these are hard questions that folks don't want to ask or answer. Okay. But once you do your part and the person is still being deceitful, their consequences are consequences.
Right. Whatever
Because now
happens at that
gave you the opportunity to be truthful with me so I could still have options to
so
say,
now I
it's
have
over.
the option of
Okay.
fucking you up for lying to me.
Not necessarily.
I have that full right to fuck you up because you lied
But wait
to
a
me.
minute. But the first thing that we go to is the fuck up. See, now
Yeah,
that's the
of course,
no,
because if we've been already all right. Here's a prime
why is
example.
that?
Here's a prime example. If we've already been down this road as far as of conversations and getting to know one another, and hey, just off a whim, what if a transgender walked up to you and you know you walked up to a transgender and started talking to them and they didn't tell you you were the transgender, yada yada yada. That conversation and oh man, I'm not gonna talk to them this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't play that type of field. That was your sign right there.
Uh-huh.
That was actually your second sign because your first sign is always supposed to be honest. When you're supposed to be messing with somebody or trying to mess with somebody in a relationship and getting to know them, right? Is to be honest. You're not being honest from the get-go. So right off bat, you've already been cheating and lying on me.
That there is what you're making is there are alternatives to the fuck up. Okay. But we have been trained in this society to up because your ego has been bruised, your masculinity has been challenged. Whatever this is, now I've been deceived. And I'm gonna take that across the board. That there goes across the board, not just in dating and all this stuff, because we always feel as though we got to have that I got to get you back mentality. And we have allowed that to be that there has become a norm as opposed to it being a subjective ideal.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you sit down here and tell the story or whatever, everybody, all your peers are carrying on. They will sit down there and tell you that that you were wrong. Okay.
Exactly.
So now, why am I wrong? Because my choice was not to fuck them up, but let me get the fuck away from you before I do something, because I'm in my right mind. Up means that I have the potential of not catching the case, got to go to jail. I don't care how much you say the crime of passion, get some of the bodily harm. And now you're the one that got to face the repercussions behind all that. When you could have simply walked away, but with your bruised ego, without any kind of legal repercussions.
Exactly. Exactly.
So that's what.
I had to plug my charger.
That's where all this is. That's always the fuck up. Because here's the other. Let me flip the camera. I mean, okay. Oh,
am I still in the camera?
Then it came up to you. What if you went up to her because you didn't know she was?
Exactly, and that's normally how it is. It's normally a guy
Ran your line.
walking up to a female.
Okay.
To get their number, get their name, shoot their shot. It's normally a guy.
Like,
True enough.
Girl,
you see that many females walking up to a guy like, hey, you're cute, I like you, I want your number, get to know you, this type of thing. A handful. I know the comment boxes down there talking about whatever. No, not enough of y'all. All right, majority of the time it's us men. And then when we do, y'all got an attitude with that shit. So we say fuck it. But a person who have had a sex change, or not even a sex change, one who likes to dress up like women and look like a woman, still should acknowledge off of the bat from the get-go that this is who they are, that this is what they are.
No, and I'm gonna disagree with you right there. Not off the bat.
I'm not saying not off the bat, but you know what I mean, like
because
on that first date or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Wait.
I still say it not to be acknowledged at the beginning.
And to say at the beginning, but not right off the bat.
If I'm in the club and I'm all right, right. So if I'm in the club and I'm trying to get your number and you give me your number, and then the next day I'm talking to you and all of this stuff here, it should come out then.
Not necessarily.
Why not? Neither one of us is around a crowd of people.
Not necessarily. Now we in the club.
Texting to you on the phone.
Wait. Hold, here we go. Again, hold on. Because with the phone, that over the phone part is where it should come out. Not because I get.
That's what I said.
My fucking number. That it should come out. No, you didn't. You said it should come out at the beginning.
At the beginning. So at the beginning of me conversation and trying to get to know you, that is the beginning.
If I'm trying to get to know you, now I got to put steps up.
If I text you on the phone and I'm talking to you,
I'm up to you, and I'm out you attractive. I was like, damn, baby, what's up? Can I get your number? Or better yet, let me see your phone. I put mine in your phone. That was a conversation. It is on the telephone that we have this conversation.
Then what's the problem?
And now you are trying to hook up, or you are trying to establish some kind of date. that someone is, being transparent or whatever should come out, because it should never get to a point where we're going out on a date and I'm out in public. Everybody knows the information, because if I'm out in public and somebody knows your tea and they see you on, then you don't know what's going on, and so now put me in an awkward situation, which means is now dangerous, because folks can snap, crackle, and pop on shit like that.
Yeah.
Is it a telephone conversation? Because or gave your number, that means you're expecting a conversation. It is when y'all have that conversation that they're down there to say, and make you go through these changes of, oh, well, hell, something wrong with me. No, because what you saw was a woman.
I never said nothing was wrong. You saw a
woman that you find out was a trans woman.
I never said nothing was wrong with that. All I said was that it was wrong for them to wait in a relationship to say what they really are.
I'm agreeing with you.
Instead of initiating it from the beginning, like, hey, can I take you out on a date? Listen, I don't think you should take me out on a date because I'm not who you think I am. However, you gotta address that. You know what I'm saying? However, you have to come off and say that to him. That's when you should break it down to him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what's your favorite color? All of this stuff here, texting.
Let me flip the script. That's too fun. Let me flip the script for just a minute.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go here. Men who won't take no for an answer when you're dating a biological woman. If a biological woman's up there and I don't think this is gonna happen, I'm not into you like this, blah 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 blah,
then a man should accept it for what it is. But there ain't enough men out here in the world like that. A man should accept,
for the most part. Okay, and I would say generally. I won't say most. Let me not say most. I'm gonna say generally.
Enough.
Speaking, when a man continues to pursue, and she does that and the other. On the flip side of that coin, that a man should not feel rejected out because he saw that he was attracted to a trans woman, and she's pumped the brakes and be like, no, I don't think you. I really don't believe that, because I'm not the type of woman that you think I am. Okay. And so it becomes, because I know me, and now because they found that they were attracted to her, oh my God, does this mean I'm gay? And they go to, and they put them, because she's a woman. She's just she's not female. She's a woman. Okay. And society level like that. So that's how come everybody still, well, in order for men to get it, they quickly say, oh, that was a motherfucker man. That's a bull. No, being very disrespectful. That's not how she appeared. And don't get mad because your dick got hard because that bitch was fast. Motherfucker was losing their goddamn mind. Motherfucker was losing their mind, because here this tall, big old queen, okay, who was sitting up there looking better than the average bitch. In their minds, and then when she said, "No, I'm a dude, honey," they didn't know what to do. So much so to where it disrespected women. To say this, that they sit up there and made RuPaul the most beautiful woman in the world. What was on People magazine? Wait. About a year later, honey, she became. I was about to say,
didn't that happen in like 2014 or some shit like that?
Okay, no, this is somewhere around.
I remember that.
Yeah. Okay, so this was She became the most beautiful woman in the world. And I remember a preacher sitting up there saying, "Now, what the
Correction.
world?
She
What
became the most beautiful drag in the world.
is it that the most beautiful woman in the world is a motherfucking man?"
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
you know, we're here. Okay, we're here, and then again, what would you do for? Because now let's look at those who do date trans women. Okay, now they got to sit up here and be quick. Masculinity is all in the ruckus and things because everybody's like, okay, how could you do that? That's I know what it is, and I'm comfortable with it. Shawn Michaels, the porn star, is now doing trans porn. Okay, because
The music from Family Matters.
he is a okay. So now, what does that mean? They raped Malik Cobra over the coals, honey. Raped him over the fucking. Said yes, I'm trans attracted. Okay, raped him, and the sad thing is that many men are trans attracted. Most of the time, they have been trans attracted because there have been women, trans women, that they did not know what
That they did not
trans.
know
Not like
was trans. That they did not know was trans. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right, yo.
this. Being trans, and it's not to say that you exclusively going after this or that and the other. Hell, I'm women. Okay, I can see an attractive woman like, damn, that bitch is on point. You know, but I'm not sexually attracted to women. Like I want to give her all the kudos. Man, hey, I wish I had her body. Okay, in a lot of cases, but that's as far as it goes. You know, work all the time. His sister makes these delicious pear preserves. I said, they told her, I said, you pay all her bills as long as you make these goddamn preserves. I'm good. Okay. Shit. When I had hair, I used to get my hair done. My shampooist, the first time that girl, she told me, she said, this is going to be an experience. That girl almost made me nut. I had to make her stop in the chair with just her washing my goddamn hair. Okay. I gave her either a $10 or $20 tip every motherfucking 2 weeks. Okay. Just to wash my hair. Okay. Because that was an experience. Now, and you know, so it's there. You know, the attraction and stuff is always there. It's what you do
Is
with
what
it
you do.
is that. What would you do for a Klondike bar, honey? What would you do? Especially when you know, because you could get away with something. And there was no ties. There was 100% guarantee that nothing, it'll just be that an experience. What would you, okay? And a lot of folks are curious thing because folks are curious. They want to do something, but they don't know how to do it without it becoming a big deal. Without somebody being in them, keeping their integrity and carrying on. You know what I'm saying? So again, what would you do for a Klondike bar, honey?
Yeah. At that point, yeah, it really is. What would you do for a Klondike bar? I mean, and I mean, shit. I mean, they playing both sides of the fence. That's what they doing for the Klondike bar right now. They playing both sides of the motherfucking fence.
Well, so there are some because I'm gonna get this off. I'm gonna remove some of this heat off of my trans. So
I'm not putting heat on. I'm
because
not
of my
trying to put
girls.
no kind of heat on them. I'm
No,
not
no, no,
trying
no,
to
no.
say
I'm not saying you are.
all I'm saying is y'all just
No, I'm not saying bringing
everybody
another
who does
perspective.
anything need to address what's going on in their life
Right.
when it comes to that part of the sexuality.
I'm just going to introduce another perspective. Thing of it is that on the flip side of this particular coin, okay, what we have who purposely go after that and in the dark. See, they do one thing in the daytime with their friends. But
And then,
okay,
and then
when the sun
close
go
the
down
door,
and carrying on,
scenario.
you know what
The freaks come
you,
out.
you know where
The freaks come out at night.
okay.
The freaks come out at night.
Freaks come out. Okay. It ends up becoming a whole big to-do. And so oftentimes we have that again, what would you do for a Klondike bar? Okay, I'm gonna hide in the bushes and I'm gonna wait until everybody go home. And when I know that anymore, see, that's what I'm gonna go tip. And then I'm gonna go over here because I know what this is. I know what this is all about. But when the day see, they're a bunch of fags, they're a bunch of he she's and she males, and there's a bunch of damn queer, they're queer.
Right, they everything under the sun, but then as soon as you
rat-a-tat-tat, honey, at
mess with them.
3:30, 4 o'clock in the would you want a little spice in your coffee? Or better yet, you want the
booty call out. We all know the booty call outs, right, ladies and gentlemen? We're all grown in here.
You gotta
We all grown, right? Booty call out. Y'all do know what time that starts. Y'all know what time that starts, right? It doesn't start as soon as the club closes. No, it starts 2 hours before the club closes. Okay, the club closes at 3. We're trying to get it in by 1. We're at least trying to confirm something by 2. 3 o'clock, we should be at your front door.
Right. Everybody's on the time frame, honey.
Everybody is on the time frame. All right. So don't think just because that nigga hit you up at 1 o'clock, if he hit you up directly at 3 o'clock, just know you were the last option. Okay.
I was just about to say that. I was just going to go there. Because if it ain't done by the time the club closed.
I'm sorry, fellas. Somebody had to tell these ladies the truth, okay? If he hit you at 3 or later, you was the last resort. All right? I'm sorry. Anything before 3, if he hit you at 2:59, you was not the last resort. But if he hit you at 3 o'clock, you...
So, Volleyball, pause right here. Let me take a commercial break. I did not let my sponsors talk in a moment. Let me let my sponsors say a couple of words to y'all, and we'll be right back. Okay?
Whether you are a resident or visiting the ATL, if you need to satisfy your soul and your hunger with some good, old-fashioned, scrumptious victuals, then head on over to Tara Boulevard and feast at the Country Kitchen Cuisine Buffet. The Country Kitchen Cuisine Buffet has a mouth-watering array of delicious delicacies that will tempt your tummy, tantalize your taste buds, and please your palates. All of our items on the buffet are made from scratch, just like Grandma used to make. Try our meatloaf, the succulent fried chicken, the smothered pork chops, the short ribs, the fried and baked fish. Try our oxtails, the turkey wings, and don't forget some of those fantastic sides with the macaroni and cheese, cornbread dressing, greens, cabbage, red beans and rice, potatoes and gravy, and oh my God, don't forget the cornbread and those decadent desserts. Your hunger will not be denied. Come on down to the Country Kitchen Cuisine Buffet, located at 8562 Tara Boulevard in Jonesboro, Georgia. Come on down and tell them that Big Meech and Dishing Tea I sent you. Yeah. Angelo Ellerby, the Henry Higgins of hip-hop, is the founder, president, and CEO of Double Exposure Media Relations. Double Exposure Media Relations is a full-service public relations, marketing, and artist development firm specializing in publicity, photography, artist promotion and artist development, makeup artistry, event production, and EPK development. Celebrating over 45 years in the industry, Angelo believes that a culture that does not take care of nor respect its artists is a culture that leaves nothing behind to appreciate. Let Angelo help you make dollars and cents of the entertainment industry. Contact Double Exposure Media Relations at 201-224-6570. That's 201-224-6570.
Avea, Liliana, Olivia, Nyla, and Nasia. This is Alo Nana. Hey everyone, it is your girl Aunt Nikki, and I am here to tell you about my Alo Nana Creations collection. So let me tell you what this collection consists of right now. Right now we have all natural body butters, all natural rose water spray, and handcrafted crystals and beads jewelry. That means you can get necklaces, you can get bracelets, you can get waist beads, you can get anklets. You can choose from what we already have, or you can give me a call, hit your girl up, honey, and tell me exactly what it is that you think that you need, and I will create a piece especially for you. Okay, so I want y'all to get into this. Yes, I sit here and bead every last one, honey. I'm having such a good time doing it. If you guys didn't see in the beginning when I called out those names, honey, Avea, Liliana, Olivia, Nala, and Nasia, those are my granddaughters. That is where the name Alo Nana came from. We started with the body butters, then I went into the jewelry, and baby, I just added this rose water, honey, and I am telling you, it is amazing. Look at the ending credits to see where you can purchase you some, where you can order it.
Hey, you want to be a part of God's plan? Look at this angel. That's right, the shine and the sheen. You can only get that at Royal Extensions. Hit us up at Royal Extensions, www.royalextensionsatlanta.com or IG Royal Extensions 20. If you want to have the same thing as God's plan, you get it right here at Royal Extensions.
When I'm walking down the street, people are looking at me. What they see is a masterpiece created by the King. I am different by design, and I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I may not look like you and you me, but that's the way it's supposed to be. Dare to be you, dare to be me, and dare to be different and unique. I'm gonna be the best me I can be by letting His glory shine through. Dare to be you, dare to be me, and dare to be different and unique. I'm gonna be the best me I can be by letting His glory shine.
Be bold, be unique, be the tea, with a unique body oil fragrance from the Sensuality Fragrance Collection. The Sensuality Collection embodies a unique array of customized original scents created by Big Meech. Indulge yourself in such fragrances as eye candy, foreplay, anticipation, shower fresh, naked beauty, or pay homage to the motherland and choose an oil from our exclusive Wakanda collection. Over 17 different scents that will tantalize your senses. Order yours today. Log on to www.dishingtea.com for more information. Because remember, it's all about the tea. Sensuality, that is. All right.
That commercial had meaning.
And we are back. You're dishing tea with Big Meat, and we got a special guest up in here. This is DJ GK. I was going to say J again. Okay. So now that there is that. Okay. I have to, when I say your name, I have to slow down because you can't say it real quick because
everybody does. You can't say it fast. You know what I'm saying?
I always
like
say DJ anyway.
I had to literally stand in the mirror for hours trying to say my name fast because I used to say it on the microphone. I had to be quick about that shit though.
Oh damn name, honey. Okay, hold on.
Later on to be like, hey, what'd you say your name was again?
Right.
They just leave out, all right, DJ, you take it easy. You take it easy, DJ.
Because I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this a short show this evening because I need to find out what's going on with my co-host because she said there is bothering me. But I need to get my co-worker, the sponsors into that.
They in trouble. They all will be standing in the corner tomorrow. I'm going to unplug Big Ray Cable so he can't watch football. Yeah, he thought.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna play the game, honey, because this here would be right up your alley.
What game?
The Let's Talk Tonight card game.
DJGK 504.
Okay.
Oh, okay, let's do it.
After dark edition of the cards. Okay. So, let's see. I'm gonna start. No, let me wake it up a little bit. Okay. Question. Honestly, which do you enjoy more, or making love, and why?
Wait, it skipped. Which do I enjoy more, making love, and what was the other one?
Fucking or making love, and why?
Okay. Me being single and not having no feelings for the love stage right now, then just fucking because I'm not gonna involve my emotions to you emotionally. I'm just here to get my nut and get the fuck out. So, that's what single people do, ladies and gentlemen. We're supposed to get our fuck and get the fuck on. None of that extra shit, all right? None of that extra shit. Don't call me talking about, hey, what you doing? Bitch, I'm in bed asleep. What the fuck do you want?
Right.
Okay. The only text I should be getting is, hey, you coming over to drop it off in these drawers tonight? Yes. But why?
Okay.
Why? I mean,
okay.
It's fun. I mean, it's fun. It's fun. It's fun. And it's good exercise, too. Always remember that. It's good exercise.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's start with making love that end up fucking. Oh, okay. Okay.
All right. You can have that. No.
Okay.
Yeah,
for me, it's like this because the whole idea is just to create moments. Okay. But at the same time of creating a moment, I have to make sure that I whammy. Okay. Because a whammy ends up creating stalkers. And you end that, people have lost their goddamn minds because a lot of people
for sex. Okay. And instead of just enjoying the moment, a lot of folks, they done had a good time. I made you their little pseudo husband or
That
whatever the
part.
case may be. In
That
their
part.
minds,
Enjoy the
they,
moment.
they done already whipped out the damn curtains and matched the carpet. They done picked out the dishes and things. They done did all this in their mind. After one, it's just a session, boo. Why? We have fun. This was us willingly
And it's a seasonal thing, ladies and gentlemen. It's seasonal.
saying that,
It's
yes,
seasonal.
I enjoy when I have a
It's a
motherfucker sit down
seasonal
there.
thing.
Huh?
It's a seasonal thing. It's like, I mean, it's a seasonal thing. If you're just fucking, then
Oh, he said a seasonal
this
thing. Wait a minute. Wait, he
may
said
turn into
seasonal
something
Jesus.
else. It may not. It all depends on you and that
Ready for
person and the
seasonal.
chemistry of that person when you're fucking. That'll turn a bit make you love. But fucking is just fucking.
Seasonal.
Making love is an emotional thing that's
Okay.
supposed to better a relationship. If that makes it any more.
Okay.
That's like I'm taking my time in this bedroom rather than me just coming in here throwing you in all these different positions. I mean, yeah, I'm not sitting here trying to goddamn jackhammer my way through the whole sex, nah. But
No, fucking
I'm
and
not
tricking
about
are
to
two
be in
separate
this
things separate.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm not about to be in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Doing what I think a
Thanks, yeah.
person who's married or close to that level should be doing.
Right. But I is to create an experience, and to make sure that I've said this, understand what it means. I've always said that my name, other than Jesus, when this is said and done, okay, and that there has always been my goal when I'm with a set. I don't know if I achieve that goal. I just go by what my reaction, what your reaction is off of me,
Okay, here's one
And
for you.
if you may be talking back,
Here's one for you. Here's one for you. I got one for you. It's blue gummy bear, by the way. But I got one for you, okay?
Okay.
Do you know the difference between love and the difference between loving someone and being in love?
Well, between love and what?
Loving someone and being in love with someone.
Okay, wait a minute, because see, on my end, it keep on. I'm gonna listen to it over here.
I keep skipping out.
Hold on. Yeah, it keeps freezing out my mouth. We've been having technical issues over here.
Yeah, it's been doing that on my end too. That's why I had to ask. I had to have you repeat that question.
Give it to me one more time. Between love and give me that's the last part of that.
Being in love and that was the last part. And loving someone.
Oh, okay. Ha ha ha. Yes. Yes. So you know what? I this is what I tell folks all the time, and this is an observation that okay. And a lot of folks, there's a difference between, I love someone, okay, which is basically the same thing that you're asking me. And the only difference that I found between the two, in love with someone, meaning that that's the person that they will give their bodies to. They will connect with their mind, body, and spirit. To be the nice, they're willing to help them out, they're willing to be in their corner, they're willing to push them and have aspirations and dreams of this, that, and other. But when you say you're one person that could get the goodies, you sit down there and bend over backwards, honey, to make sure, and as long as the sex is booming, honey, you'll be good, you love, and all of that. That there has become a reality that I've come to notice with people who swing loved and being loved and carrying on. Okay. Let me go to this here. That's because both straight and gay sex becomes an issue because they have nothing else to give. It's like, where can we go from here? Then the fantasy mind takes that there is real good. But see, if you build it on fantasy, you'll never see reality.
Right,
And
then that just means you love that person because of the fantasy
oftentimes,
that
that's what
they can give you. That doesn't mean you're in love with that person. When you love someone, I gotta break this down for him. Let me break it down for him. When you love someone, yeah, that means I've been for this person, whatever the case may be, back the third. All right, but when you're in love with somebody, it doesn't matter what they do. Go bend over backwards for this person. You go you be ready to goddamn go rob a whole bank for this motherfucker. Hit your number one plug that you go buy your 3 5s from every week for, you know what I'm saying? That type of love is in love. Loving someone just because of their fantasy is just like sex, just like making love and fucking. All you're doing is fucking because of a fantasy, and you're just fucking that fantasy until you get tired of that fantasy.
it's a
Somebody else
feeling.
can give you a new fantasy to fuck.
You know, well, see, here's what it is with fucking. Fucking is temporary because I know when this is over, it is over. Right now, I'm the goal here.
It's like that toy. It's like having a toy for a while. You know what I'm
Say
saying?
that I've making
You
love
cool. You can play with
means
this Hot
that
Wheels car for a minute, and then when I
right.
get tired of it, I'm gonna get rid of it and go get something else. So yeah.
I said he puts it like this. He says that he sees it like disposable razors. Eventually, okay. Now some disposable razors are better than others because some disposable razors you can get 2 or 3 cuts out that motherfucker. Some of you gonna have to throw that motherfucker away. Okay. And I said, damn, now that's blunt. But also true. Okay. So okay. And oftentimes, you know, dealing with the fantasy, you know, we are so starved for love. Starved. Never been taught how to internalize love. We've never been taught how to be comfortable with ourselves. We've never been taught how
living
these
a
are things.
fantasy life. You said it. You said it right
Yeah,
there. Living a
yeah.
fantasy life. Living a fantasy life because you sit
Because
here
most
and you
people,
pick up one of these magazines while you're in the
right,
store and
right.
now you want to look like this person or you see some shit on TV where
Now we got Instagram and Twitter, OnlyFans. Folks are doing shit on OnlyFans to get coin.
TikTok, all this shit. Like as soon as the white people, it's okay. When
That's
white people start publishing shit and doing shit, and as soon as the black person does it, it's wrong, this, that, and the third. And does anybody ever really that anybody in the black community actually thought why TikTok is constantly banning you? Because we are the great ones. We are the great ones. Point blank period. I don't
yeah,
know how many
okay.
videos I've tried to put on TikTok. At 59
Right.
years of God's priority, I have come to understand
On
that I
God's
love
love on
people
people
every
every
day.
day. That is a commandment. However, when I have fallen deeply in love, that man has invaded my heart, mind, and intimacy becomes the focus. Now, okay, now we're going to introduce a whole new concept because I teach this in my book, honey. I say this in the art form of intimacy and courtship are long since the child. They are okay. Because a lot of folks don't understand what intimacy is, and see, this is where.
Can you pull that comment up again? I want to read that one more time. As you should, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sex becomes secondary and intimacy becomes the focus. Yet again, we're gonna go back to what Mitch said and I agreed on. You're living off of fantasy. That goes right back to just the fucking stage right there. That's why I had to read it again. I had to read that last part that he
Well, hold on. Not
before
necessarily.
I said what I said.
Not necessarily in this
No, I'm gonna break it down why. I wanted to break it
case,
down why, but I'm
because
gonna let you say what you said.
I hear where you at, but let's shape this. When folks become in love with somebody, remember I said I have come to accept as one of my truths and being in love with somebody is that the person I'm in love with is the person who I want to share my body with. Okay.
Mind, spirit, and everything.
See what he just said here. Okay.
I agree with all of what he said as far as all of that. It was just that last
intimacy
part.
Fantasy. Okay, intimacy doesn't necessarily equate to fantasy for me because oftentimes it's the closeness that we share. You know, intimacy doesn't equate to sex. And a lot of folks don't know how to be intimate, don't know how to that's the courtship that I was talking about before. Intimacy and courtship. They don't understand what those, which is why dating is so hard. Folks don't know how to date because we have become a society called fuck, especially if I done spent X amount of dollars on the date. You know, dating has become meaning fuck, and on the first date or whatever. In our world now, it's come to be expected.
It has come to
be. You know, that's something to grow from. If I'm just getting to know you, let's take our time to where I could get to know who you are.
And it should have been like that. Like, I mean, at least that's what era I grew up in, where we took our time to get to know somebody first.
Yeah.
Before okay. I'm not gonna say there was no one night thing.
Because if you're giving it to me, if you just gonna throw it at me, child, and shit, okay, that means you're throwing it at everybody.
I want to get to know just you, so I know that's gonna take time, and I have no problem willingly to take that time to get to know you. But that doesn't mean that I'm not sitting here trying to get to know somebody else as well, because it may not always go to that next level. It might just be a thing for her. You know what I'm saying?
It may not go there. It may not go there.
Right.
But it's supposed to be. Dating is supposed to be the area where we sit down and figure out what this is.
What are we gonna do? Right.
What I love about these cards, honey, they have given us a bunch of questions. And like I said, this is the After Dark edition. I bought 4. I think he had like 10 ones. This is a relationship, date night edition, and then self-love. I'm gonna start.
Where did you get those from?
Getting into the self-love introspection on that, because that's there when you start to take care of yourself and this, that, and the other. But
no. Where did you get those?
Sometimes don't know how to do that. You know, they don't know what this is. And we get caught up in all of the fantasy, what we think love should be. We get caught up in falling in love with the idea of love.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, there are folks who are addicted to that. I've gone to a Love's Anonymous because I didn't realize how it intertwined. Well, I'm a sex addict, okay, and so okay, I'm a sexually high. I'm Demetrius. I'm sexually compulsive.
I'm hothead. Yeah.
Sex
Big
addict.
ball.
Right. Okay. And it's taken me. Okay.
When life gives
Okay.
you lemonade, you make lemonade and then spike
Okay. Right. Okay. To be able to get to that particular point where I can say that and not have a sting to it, not have a shame to it, and this, that, and the other.
it. And not be ashamed to say, hey, I love sex. Step.
But I went. I really need to take a meeting, and I
Can't go
went,
to
and
that.
it was a love. It was a love thing. And I was like, what? Set up there, and child, when she said that, it absolutely it tore me down to like the minuscule of a mama. And then as I'm listening to her story, I was like, bitch. And then I started to put that into my world, and I know that I'm a fixer. Okay, I'm very compassionate, but I know that I enable people, and I know I'm a fixer. And because of that, a lot of those particular components can be, some of the she was saying we're addicted to. We know that my boundaries, I have boundaries that say I'm not that. Okay, but all because a lot of people are starving for love because we have not been. When we're kids, when we are kids, we are told the basic stuff about love, about mother, father, your siblings and parents. But as far as taking care of yourself, understanding what that is on an intimacy level, when your parents sit down there and go through that divorce, or you come up in a single parent household or whatever, nobody is there. The parent that's absent supposed to be coming through, and you end up having those heartbreaks as children. Well, nobody show us how to get over it because kids are reveals us that there leaves an imprint on your psyche and your soul. So now when we are looking for love and to lovers and carrying on, what did you do? You start to gravitate to that what causes you pain. And one of the things is to find the exact duplicate of that parent. Okay, you're gonna find the exact opposite, or you're going to find it's supposed to be. Every time.
Every time.
Okay, every time. All right. So in that, growing up, coming through puberty is that's hard. And we have not been equals needed to successfully guide a child through those developmental stages. So when they become adults, yes, okay, now find out what this is, and now the feeling, we know what it is to feel good with it. So now, okay, or because your hormones are raging, now you think that you're supposed to do this every time, and if you're not doing it, then you're jacking. Okay, we have not had adequate conversations on how to shape this, how to get over a bad relationship, because the first love break.
I think the best way to get over a bad relationship is a blunt and at least to watch 4 seasons of something, just straight binge watch that shit. I mean, that's just me.
Say that again. Say that one more time.
Take that advice. Get your
No, say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
You're gonna need it when you get definitely gonna need it. Me, I don't know. I mean, it was a lot of things that I actually did different when I was actually trying to get over an ex. So, partying, drinking, smoking, traveling, and keeping my distance. That was the number one thing. That's the number one thing that you gotta remember when you break up with someone is keeping your distance. Because feelings come back. Those feelings come back. All the good times and all of that shit there, all that shit comes back. So you gotta keep your distance because it's gonna make you. If
Mm-hmm.
you don't, you're definitely gonna collapse and fall back into that same circle that you just got out of. You know what I'm saying?
The whole thing is, I tell folks to get back into doing you. And see, when on that first heartbreak,
I
that
wouldn't
very
even tell
first,
them to get back into doing them. I'd at least advise them to trying something new outside of what they did different. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can go back to doing what you was doing when you were single before, but you know, spice that shit up in your
no,
own life of
get back
getting
into
to know you and better you from not going through that same cycle again.
here to doing you because you got to get back into doing your hobbies. See, when we get into relationships, we forget all about the shit that we like. We just start doing what they like, and this, that, and the other, and we're trying to compromise and this, that, and the other. So you forget about your
You forget about your own wants and
world.
needs. You're right.
You think I
You're
like to
right
watch
about that.
television. I like to do this. And oftentimes my solution is I tell folks this all the time. Start by what brings you joy. If it's scratching your nuts all
What
goddamn day, then that's what to the museum because you're cultural. You take yourself out on a date and go to the museum
yeah.
and look at
I don't know
coloring.
how many times I
Whatever
treat
that
myself
is,
out on a date.
you know,
I like
those are
treating
the things
myself
that we
out.
have
I love taking myself out. Y'all hear
to
me?
back into.
Yes.
And
I will invite myself out on a date before I invite spending my money on any of y'all. No offense to any of y'all, but that's just how much I love me.
let's see. I like this question because it's real easy to tell its the most intimate non-sexual movement you've ever had.
Intimate non-sexual movement I've ever had.
Oh,
Wow. Intimate non-sexual. Intimate
pause.
non-sexual.
Okay.
Smoking weed. Smoking with Mary Jane. Damn.
This has
Smoking with Mary Jane. Eating some edibles. Oh wait,
the
what's this
one thing about
comment say?
relationship, all be all, and you have to
You
learn.
have to
You have to have
remember
separate interests. Exactly.
they're not in the right, of course. Of course,
Okay.
because if you don't have a perspective interest, if you don't if neither one of y'all have any kind of interest within one another, then shit, you're wasting your time anyway on a relationship that's gonna end up dead anyway. At that point, this person is just using you for
Okay.
a
The
selfish
weed was
gain.
yours. Hmm. Okay. The most
But I'm finished.
intimate non-sexual movement that
I'm
I've
still
had.
thinking
Oh
about
my God, it was two. There were two, and both of them were dates. When I was 29, and I have been eyeing this guy for like 7 years. Okay. Tell you this motherfucker's everything, child. That I oh my God, he was everything. And he's into the S&M community. So he will always wear a leather police officer's uniform. And you know, I love big old thick boys, child. And when I tell you this boy was everything. And I have been lusting after this man for like 7 long. And I happened to be working at this particular place in Michigan, the Douglas Dunes, on the western part of Michigan. And I just happened to be there And he happened to show up. He was coming there to partake of the events, and that was his first year. Friends embarrassed me by saying something I said out loud. They told him that. We ended up forging a date and carried. We ended up. I went on my and he just happened to be the very first time I actually went on a date. Was had a couple of cocktails and we actually had conversation. And my God, he was just the sweet. And you know, a bitch just pussied out just instantly, honey, because I was like, oh my God, wait a minute. That I was offering as far as who I am, he was willing to accept. And I was like, okay, this is wonderful. He marveled at that. And he was wanted to see me do a show. He got all involved in this, that, and the other to do. Now, I knew he was there to partake of the events and carried on. I knew he was going to have many playmates and blah, 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 blah. But he was into me. Okay. So I was like, okay, cute. So all that week got started because they take 2 days to set up. If you're not part of the organization, you don't leave. I mean, if you're not
part of the organization,
you don't give it until it's over. Okay.
Right.
So now I'm working there at the establishment. So every morning we were serving them breakfast. So every morning he would come through the line, and every time I was serving his food, he would, right? Of course, everybody around me, they're like, oh, here you go. And I said, okay, stop. You know, and I'm blushing and shit. But all throughout that time while he was there, he would come up to, they would go get him, and because I was in the kitchen, Rusty would say, Meech. No, he called me D. He said, hey, D, come here for a minute. And I said, what's the matter? He said, come here, I need to see you real quick. And I go, and Bart would be standing there in his cop outfit. And oh my God, okay, damn. If I closed my eyes, I saw him. If I said his name, you know, I would start to stammer because I couldn't say his name. I mean, this boy had mentally fucked me, and I was loving it. Okay.
Tragic.
I didn't want nobody to touch me, honey. I didn't want that. But I went home and I said, Lord, listen to me carefully now, because I'm falling and I'm liking this. Don't send them to me. And we were supposed to have had a date on the last day that they were leaving. We were supposed to have had a date, and I was working 2 different spots, and the other spot we ran late. Trying to get through. I got to the resort. He was gone. That was 1999. I have not seen that. Okay, but it was so wonderful, and there was nothing sexual between us, but we had chemistry. That there gave me the confidence to want to date. You know, it gave me that the essence of wanting to go. I go out on a date. I look for that kind of feeling. I look for that kind of space. Look for that kind of connection to see if it does. And I'm not looking for Bart in a date. So that there's what it is. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Intimate.
Kind of similar.
Non-sexual, intimate.
Okay. Okay. The second one, Atlanta, I went out on a date with the doctor.
Okay.
I went out on a date with him that right away. He and it was a white guy too. He didn't tell me right away that he was a doctor. And I'm picking up on what he's saying. I was like, wait a minute, are you a doctor? And he paused for a second, listening to your verbiage. And because I'm asthmatic, I'm constantly in somebody's damn ER room or whatever. And I knew that that was going to throw him for a minute, right? Because when folks hear a doctor, whatever, now you get the jackpot, blah blah blah. But that wasn't me. I wasn't into that. So what it was, after we had dinner, because we went to what Ruby Tuber was. After that, we were riding around Detroit. He asked me, he said, "What is it that you want to do?" And I said, "I've always wanted to go to this live port." I said, "Yeah." I said, "I want to go see." And he took me there, and we had a wonderful time. And just listen to the friend from school who was in. We wasn't in class together. He was the class after me in our drama class or whatever. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful time. When we got back and carrying on, we sat in his car and we talked. Sweetheart, I'm leaving, because it was like 2 days after that we were moving. I was moving here to Atlanta, and I was like, damn, where they carrying on? Y'all was nowhere to be found. And I saw that as, I thought that was a distraction to see, like, wait, and stay there just because of a date. And had that been 5 years earlier, I probably would have. Detroit, and that there was that. But that was a beautiful send-off, because it let me know that, wow, I can get the caliber. I never dated a doctor before or somebody like that. I won't say it was scrubs or nothing, but most of the time I've only had, up until him, he may have been like my 4th or 5th date that I actually had. Everything else was telling me I was cute or whatever. That was always a calling card. We fucked, it was it. But as far as somebody actually enjoying my time and carrying on, that there was it. You want to get to know me, or really want to turn me on, wonderful conversation. It is where it is. I'm talking as a hobby for me. So that there is where this is, honey. I could hold court all night. Okay.
I don't think I've had nobody.
And I courtyard tab. So yeah.
Enjoy my time, but not like on recently I had back problems.
I started to feel warm hands rubbing my back. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. No. Okay. Okay.
You can't rape the willing.
The whole thing of it is about getting away from. See, we put so much emphasis on the sex to where we get
when normal stuff happens, we are at odds with that shit, because
yeah,
not used to no shit like that. Like, I can't remember the last time I've had a non-sexual intimate relationship. Like,
that is fucking with you. You are.
It's been a while. It's been a while. Just on
yeah.
Okay, we're getting to know each other on that type of scale, but as far as it being on, like, you can pick my brain mentally and I like that fucking shit, it's been forever. It's been forever.
Okay.
Really,
this banana bread is kind of good. My neighbor made this banana bread. She didn't have it. She said she didn't have any.
Mary Jane, she picks my brain all the time. So, that's always non-sexual intimacy right there. Fucking.
Okay.
I don't think nobody will be able to replace her.
Well, I'm gonna shut this down for the night, and we're gonna get into the evening because it's still young. Reflect on the things. Plus, I'm going to go check on my neighbors
for a little while.
Okay.
Yeah. I might fuck around with barbecue about 1 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
In the morning, you know what? Now that's some
That's that Atlanta shit for you.
Wow, I would stay up. That would be sickening to sit up there, start the grill right about now, honey. But like, listen, I just felt like queuing, honey.
It's Saturday. It's Saturday. So
Wake
fuck
up,
it.
yeah,
I
I'm
might as
cute.
well start. I might as well start. Well, I mean, it's about to be Sunday. Last time I checked, that's game day for us fellas. So might as well start early, right, you guys? You know what I'm saying? Throw some shit on the grill. Then all I gotta do is add a couple more charcoals to the grill to the charcoal that's already out there that's still warm for 1 o'clock in the morning.
How about that? Okay.
When I go to put some more charcoal,
Hey,
an
Lord,
hour
you gonna handle that.
before game time.
You go handle that.
See
I'm gonna go to sit down here and get into my own little. I've got to go into prayer mode because I got to tackle a project that I know is gonna try to wipe me out.
Yeah, and I gotta actually do some more game edits. So,
But if we're coming on,
y'all make sure y'all follow me on Twitch, DJGK504. Same thing YouTube. Don't forget to put the 504 behind DJ. I'm gonna start just putting that in my name, even though it confuses people. I promise you, they be looking at my names in the comments. They be like, "Hey, DJ 504." No, you don't have to say the 504 part. Say DJ GK.
Right. We thank you for loving us the way that we say, honey.
I'm gonna get a name change. You know, this
You
is
are
what came on my birth certificate.
lovely, 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 lovely. Tell your friends, like, subscribe, share on all the platforms that we have available. Okay, and love us, love us, love us.
Oh, don't forget, Big Meats.
All your friends to like.
Radio.
You could tell all of your motherfucking enemies, darling, to like, subscribe.
Actually, that's what y'all should do. Y'all should tell y'all
okay,
enemies,
everything.
I don't like this person. That way they can come look at our shit and like us because y'all don't like us. So y'all make sure that y'all do that.
What we're doing over here, honey, any way, shape, style, form, or fashion, everything that we're doing will move forward. Our darling, because the tea has been dished, and you've been dishing tea, darling. So how? With Big Meat and
DJ
Nikki and our special guest commentator, honey, DJ GK, honey, 514.
504. Louisiana.
Okay.
New Orleans. Go Saints.
And let's do it. So on that, honey, woohoo! And darling,